Hey guys, we are continuing solving problems from Fundamentals of Physics, Halliday Resnick Walker, 8th edition. Okay, we are solving problems from 8th edition. You'll have same problems in whatever edition you are using, but with different numbers. Okay, numbering will be different. Problem number 7 we are going to do this time. No, problem number 11. Okay, problem number 11 we are going to do. I'll read out the question. Three charged particles lie on an x-axis. Particles 1 and 2 are fixed in place. Particle 3 is free to move, but the net electrostatic force on it from particles 1 and 2 happen to be 0. If L23 is equal to L12, what is the ratio Q1 by Q2? Three particles are there. Particle 1, particle 2 and particle 3. Let's suppose particle 1 is having a charge of Q1, particle 2 is having a charge of Q2 and particle 3 is having a charge of Q0. This distance L12 is same as L23, so I'll just call this L. We're being told that net force on particle 3 is 0. Okay, net force on particle 3 is 0. With that condition, we have to find ratio of Q1 and Q2. We have to find out Q1 divided by Q2. Okay, Q1 divided by Q2. First, we'll talk about the signs of Q1 and Q2. Okay, we'll see if the two particles need to be like particles or do they need to be unlike particles for net force on particle 3 to be 0. So let's do that here. So if we have particle Q1 here, particle Q2 here, and third particle Q0 here, let's assume that Q0 is positive. Okay, let's assume Q0 is positive. Let's assume Q1 and Q2 are like charges. Okay, so let's consider both of them to be positive. Both of them to be positive. So Q0 will experience repulsive force from Q1. So F1. This way, F1 is force from Q1 and F2 will be also repulsive. Q2 will also repel it. So F2 is in this direction. So F1 and F2 happen to be in the same direction. So they can't cancel out. They will add up. So net force 0, there's no chance for that. Okay, there's no chance for that. But if Q0 is negative, then both forces will be attracted. Q1 will attract, Q2 will attract. Then both forces will be this way. F1 this way and F2 this way. So it doesn't matter. Sign of Q0 does not matter. Both forces are going to be in the same direction. Either way, whether Q0 is positive or negative, it won't matter. F1 and F2, either both are in rightward or both of them are in leftward direction. What if these two are negative? Then again, if Q0 is positive, both forces will be attractive. So F1 and F2 will be like this. So they can't cancel out. They are in same direction. If Q0 is negative, then both forces will be repulsive. So this will be the direction of the two forces. So in whatever the situation, if Q1 and Q2 are like charges, either both positive or both negative, irrespective of the sign of Q0, okay, irrespective of the sign of Q0, when both are positive, and Q0 is also positive, both forces are in same direction. When both are negative, Q0 is positive, both of them are in the same direction. When both are positive and Q0 is negative, both are attractive forces. When both are negative and Q0 is negative, both are repulsive forces. So whatever the situation, whatever the sign of Q0, it doesn't matter. If Q1 and Q2 are like charges, F1 and F2 are in same directions. So they can't cancel out. Okay, they can't cancel out. Let's see if Q1 and Q2, if they are unlike, does that work out or not? Whatever the sign of Q0, let's take it positive. If Q1 and Q2 are unlike charges, let's say Q1 is positive and Q2 is negative. Q1 will repel Q0, so F1 will be this way. Q2 will attract it, so F2 will be this way. So you can see they are in opposite directions. Okay, they are in opposite directions. If Q0 is negative, then Q1 will attract, so F1 will be this way, and Q2 will repel, and F2 will be this way. So whatever the sign of Q0, positive or negative, two forces are going to be in opposite directions. Okay, F1 is rightward, F2 is leftward, or F1 is leftward, F2 is rightward. So it doesn't matter what is the sign of Q0. The two forces are in opposite directions. Again, if this is negative, this is positive, then forces will again swap. Directions will continue to be in opposite directions. Okay, in that case, if Q1 is negative and Q0 is positive, then they will attract. So F1 will be here and Q2 will repel, F2 is here. So whatever the situation, whatever the sign of Q0, irrespective of the sign of Q0, if Q1 and Q2 are unlike charges, then the two forces are in opposite directions. And if Q1 and Q2 are like charges, then both forces are in same directions. So for net force to be 0 on particle 3, we need Q1 and Q2 to be unlike charges. Okay, we need them to be unlike charges. So if Q1 and Q2 are unlike charges, then this ratio will be negative. Because one of them is positive, the other one is negative. So ratio will be negative. Okay. But the equations will only deal with the magnitudes of the forces or values of the charges only. So the minus sign will introduce at the end. We won't take minus sign from the beginning, we'll take minus sign at the end. For now, we'll only deal with the magnitudes. Okay, now, so Q1 and Q2 have to be unlike. Let's suppose Q1 is positive, Q2 is negative. Which one is positive, which one is negative, it doesn't matter. Q0, it doesn't matter which sign is it having. Let's take it positive. Q1 will repel it. So this is F1, repulsive force. Q2 will attract it. So this is F2. For net force to be 0, F1 and F2 must be equal in magnitude. So F1 is equal to F2. F1, gamma Q1, Q0. F1 is force due to Q1. Q1, Q0 divided by distance squared. That distance is L plus L is 2L. Okay, so 2L squared. 2L squared. Then F2 is force due to Q2 between Q2 and Q0. So gamma Q2, Q0 divided by, now this distance is just L, so L squared. Q0 and Q0 cancels out. Now this is an important point. Equilibrium of Q0, net force to be 0 on Q0, it doesn't depend on the value of Q0. Whatever the value of Q0, Q0 is going to cancel out. Okay, Q0, be it small or big, it doesn't matter. Be it having smaller value, bigger value, it doesn't matter. Whatever the value, Q0 and Q0 is going to cancel out. So equilibrium of Q0, net force is 0 on Q0. That is independent of the value of Q0. Gamma and gamma cancels out. L square is here and L square is here. That also cancels out. So this means Q1, Q2 will take downstairs here, divided by Q2 is equal, 2 square is 4, we'll take that upstairs, is equal to 4. So this is the magnitude of the ratio Q1 and Q2. But we already discussed that Q1 by Q2 has to be negative, because they are unlike charges. So if we write the ratio along with the signs, so with signs, Q1 by Q2 is equal to minus 4. Q1 by Q2 is equal to minus 4. Is that fine? So the ratio of the two charges has to be minus 4. Equilibrium of Q0, that is net force is 0 on Q0. Equilibrium of Q0 is independent of the sign of the third particle Q0, is independent of the value of the third charge Q0. It only depends on the values of Q1 and Q2. Of course, distances between them are same. L here, L here. If you change L's, then the ratio will also change. Okay. So Q1 by Q2 has to be minus 4. Fine.